Oh wow. Yo, what is up, sleepers? It's your boy Ed here in the sleeping cinema. Who do I have with me today? Back again. The night itself. Who else we got with us? And Iron Eye from Elden Ring. That's your main, dude. It's all you play, just sitting in the back, doing 10 damage an hour. Alright. So there will be timestamps in the description for our review. If you guys want to skip ahead to that, but for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorites concessions. So, how was Alexi's funeral, y'all? What do you guys think? He's been gone for a long time now. Ouch. No anesthetics either. He's like, well, nobody else is gonna. um, so hopefully he passes the exams though, so he can finally come back to the podcast. We've missed him. Uh, okay. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know how close he was. hmm So with that, how's your guys' week been? Or it's been a few weeks since we've done the pod. Wow, I didn't realize it was that long. Those days I was free and nobody else was. It's just part of life. I was waiting too. Nobody said, yeah, I'm free. I just watched TV at home. I went to bed. I was like, all right. uh, but it's been a while. We're back. We're alive. We've been up to some nonsense this month or last month, I guess. We had Labor Day weekend. Oh yeah. Really? Don't worry, be fluffy. That's a weird thing to sue someone over. It's don't worry, be fluffy. Don't worry, be happy. Now we're gonna get sued. It's all right. We just won the Powerball. We're gonna be fine, y'all. Yeah, I'd go to work until we get everything situated, like because it's gonna take a while for the money to get given to us. Holy shit! How'd they take so much away? Well, how do you get more? Do you just let it transfer to your account? Oh, that's still pretty good. In our hypothetical, would we have roped in Scott to our winnings? That's not enough. Wow, he wouldn't have given us anything. All right, so we won 22 million, and we divided that by three. We'd each get about 7.5 million ish. So I'm thinking we could give Scott 100,000. That set him up pretty good. Yeah, he could buy. He could pay off his roof. He could pay off his car. He can. Yeah, he'll be pretty good. I think he'll be thankful. Yeah, even just 1 million would be nice. Hmm. I'd be like, well, let's go watch the Lions live in person. It's like, let's go drive to Detroit, y'all, and just buy one of the front row tickets. The season pass, yeah. Well, Angelier, it's gonna be exciting. I'm not gonna say they're looking good because we haven't seen any of their games this season. So, but I'm confident in them anyway. Yeah. Where was Kelsey? Really? But the Chargers still ended up winning, or the Rams? 3 fantasy leagues. How are you getting so many? Wow, no invite, dude. We would have played. Oh shit! Yeah, that would have been sick. That'd be fun. He would just have to sit down and explain it to us. Yeah, that sounds good. Did you guys watch the other game? I already forgot the Seahawks versus the yeah. They looking yeah, that was pretty funny. Got ejected from the game immediately. All right. So with that, let's take our seats and let's get into the spoiler-free review. No trailers today because we might have a lengthy podcast today. All right. So let's do our spoiler-free review of The Toxic Avenger. It released August 29 of 2025, starring Peter Dinklage, directed by Macon Blair, rated... Oh, dang. They've been holding on to this for a while then. Oh. And it's not rated because we watched the unrated version. Plot summary: a horrible, toxic accident transforms downtrodden janitor Winston Goose into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger. What are you guys' overall thoughts without any spoilers? Yeah, a dark comedy. I laughed a few times. I agree it was underwhelming, but also like it didn't feel like a huge letdown just in the sense that I'm like I already know this movie's gonna be cheesy anyway, so I'm just here for some laughs and hopefully some entertainment. Peter Dinklage. I'd talked to somebody beforehand who likes the original. They said, yeah, the original is really campy and it's funny, so not a very like serious movie. And this is by the studio who does Terrifier movies, Bloody Disgusting. So yeah, I think so. Um, I think it is just practical effects studio, but yeah, it is the same. Bloody Disgusting as the brand or whatever. But they do a lot of horror movies like Terrifier and gory movies like that. Let me see if I can pull up some of their other work. An amazing movie. I like it, but I didn't know that it was by this. Never mind. This movie's fantastic. You don't like him? I like him. I like. Is it because he's short? That's just mean, man. You know, he's just rude. What do you guys give this movie out of 10, though? Mm-hmm. I wish we could have seen more of that. That's my only downside is. We got Kevin Bacon as well. He does Footloose. But yeah, Elijah Wood was the penguin looking guy. Yeah. Lord of the Rings. Wilfred. He's not. Yeah. Javier died of shock. Footloose. Well, no, he's done more than that. He was also in one of the X-Men movies. No, he's actually in X-Men First Class. He's the villain in that one too. So let's look at some online ratings. Critics for Metascore 65 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter 86. Audience on IMDb 6.4 out of 10. Rotten Tomato audience 82. So the average of all these scores 72.25. So it's sitting, yeah, it's sitting right in the middle. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, this is doing pretty good in that regard then. So with that, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of the Toxic Avenger. Ew. I'm just kidding. J.J. Doherty, an employee at the corrupt and polluting pharmaceutical company BTH, manages to sneak secret information to an investigative reporter. But the pair are attacked by the Killer Nuts, a violent gang and popular rap rock group on BTH's payroll. The Nuts manage to kill the journalist, but JJ escapes, much to the annoyance of Nuts manager Fritz Garbinger. What are you guys' yeah. BTH. BTS. Yeah, they set up that they set up that one guy as like I thought they were gonna do more with his character since he couldn't die. The guy who kept getting shot with this company secrets. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little weird. I thought they were gonna do more with him since he just couldn't die, but maybe he did die. I thought he was like hit with some chemicals too. That's why he wasn't able to die. But yeah, it's like it's got this element of like anti pollution, anti corruption stuff, but it doesn't really like dive into it. It's just more of a theme that's there lingering in the background. So, but yeah, The opening action sequence where they fight the insane clown posse. It was yeah, a little boring. It was nothing too special. In nearby St. Roma's village, BTH janitor Winston Goose is struggling to support his stepson Wade, whose mother died of cancer. Winston sees his neighbor Daisy being threatened by a goon sent by mobster Thad Barkabus. Everybody has such crazy names in this movie. A goon. Yeah. That's what it says on the wiki. Goonin? He can't be gooning on the job. Oh yeah, Bob Garbinger. Oh, the one of the ICP people. I don't know. Just kind of there, I guess. That's true. At least I got out of that. So Winston sees his neighbor Daisy being threatened by the goon, but doesn't intervene, much to Wade's disgust. At BTH, owner Bob Garbinger and assistant Kissy fret over the company's struggling finances, especially as Bob owes money to the mobster Barkabus and payment is coming. Fritz tells Bob that JJ escaped and Bob demands to hunt her down. So yeah, what do you guys think of the scene where Winston didn't intervene? No. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that would have made it even worse if he did nothing. What'd you guys think of the son character, the child? Yeah, there's nothing too special. But I mean, I guess in this world they're the only normal seeming one, though. I would hate to live in a universe like this. I don't even. Oh, might be. I don't know. It is like a very grimy, rundown city. The Bronx. I'm gonna look it up. Where does the new Toxic Avenger take place? Avenger. Yeah, it takes place in Traumaville, New Jersey. That's what it's called. So I think the town is fictional, but obviously New Jersey is a real place. They were shot in real New Jersey locations though, like Boonton, Jersey City, things like that. Pretty much. I mean, it's America. There's a lot of shitty looking places. Well, that's believable. I mean, even in our city, was DTE was dumping stuff into the Grand River. Yeah, this is pretty recent news too from this year. Yeah. So don't eat any of the fish you catch there. Well, then he might get cancer later in life, honestly. Yeah, I'll see if I can link the article later. But well, the residents might. Yeah, they don't care. Um. All right, so back to the script here. Winston discovers that he has an advanced brain disease that is likely to kill him, and that his only hope is a medication not supported by his health insurance. In desperation, he attends a fundraising gala held by Bob and begs for help getting the medication. Bob and Kissy trick him into leaving the building and lock the door behind him. Winston then breaks into BTH, uses toxic sludge to turn a mop into a radioactive weapon, and uses it to steal a bag of money from the company's vault, tying up an unharmed security guard. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, it's fucked up. And even like they were diving into the movie, like just because you have healthcare, not everything's gonna be covered. Because they make it purposely really confusing what benefits you have and what you don't. Tier three bronze, tier three whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it's so confusing. Even the insurance that I have, I'm like, what the? Why do? First of all, why does our company keep switching insurance? But second, yeah, it's it's pretty bad. Yeah. Well, maybe next year we'll win the Powerball. But what do you guys think of his radioactive mop that he created? Damn. Yeah, it's but it's silly, but I guess it fits his character in this movie to have a mop as a weapon. No, it doesn't. It looks like some sort of, I don't know, sort of spear-like thing. Oh, what did you guys think of the gala though, where he was trying to beg for his insurance to cover from a CEO to be covered for his medical stuff? Mm. Mm-hmm. That's pretty messed up. I think Peter Dinklage does a good job of playing like this wimpy character, though. At least when he was a human, he's like always cowering and like even around his son, he was all shy. Hmm. Really, it's not even. Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's annoying. You probably didn't want to go through all the hours of makeup. So, as Winston leaves the alley behind the building, JJ arrives, chased by the killer nuts. JJ escapes again, and the nuts shoot Winston in the head, killing him. They dump his body in a vat of toxic sludge and leave, unaware that it has revived him and transformed him into a grotesque mutant. So, what do you guys think of his mutant transformation? Very odd. It looks like Javier before he washes his face. Hmm. I thought it did a good job of looking gross though, because there was like ooze and pulsing on his body. I'm like, all right, well, but yeah, it was, and the transformation sequence itself was really silly. It was just like some flashing lights and swirling effects. So the mutated, oh yeah, so it doesn't look like yet that it costs very much to make. So I wouldn't be surprised if they earned their revenue back and then some. Oh dang. Let's see. Where's my mouse? There it is. Toxic Avenger budget. Oh yeah, I made it back. It's 500,000. Or so yeah, it's not very. Oh, I just closed it. Not very expensive. It made its movie back in that time. Or is this the original though? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the original. 2025. Let's see. Made on a budget of 200 million. Yeah, that's probably where most of the money went to is the big name actors they had in it. Celebrity. Elijah. They couldn't afford that many scenes with him. So the mutated Winston returns home and tries to climb in through the upstairs window, but the terrified Wade knocks him off the fire escape and onto a sports car belonging to the goon who was shaking down Daisy earlier in the film. The goon shoots. The goon. The goon shoots at Winston, who instantly heals the wounds and then rips off the goon's arm. The police arrive, and Winston flees to the nearby woodlands, where Hobo Guthrie Stockings gives him a pep talk and tells Winston to show Wade who he is on the inside. So, what do you guys think about Winston trying to break back into his home? That whole sequence. Yeah. No, well, I thought that it was really silly how he ripped off his arm, like it just immediately showcasing his powers through, like, oh yeah, without even trying. Yeah, that's all it takes. So, not if I look like this. I'm good. He looks gross, all oozy and pink and green, and his eyes falling out. That's the only part you like. It just kept popping out of his head. So Winston returned to town armed with his mop and confronts terrorists, the nasty lads, gruesomely killing them and saving the hostages. The people at St. Roma hail him as a hero, the toxic Avenger, and he becomes a new sensation. Wade sees the news report and recognizes Toxie as his stepfather, but so do Bob and Fritz. So what do you guys think when he saves that Burger King restaurant? Thought it was what? Just a burger restaurant. So this is where we get to see some of the sort of violent action that Bloody Disgusting is good at. But there wasn't that many villains, so it went that sequence went by kind of quick. Yeah, I think so. But the only memorable kill from that sequence that I remember, and probably the whole movie, was just him ripping the guy's intestines out of his asshole. Well, they didn't even say anything sensical. They were just throwing buzzwords. I think that was the joke. Yeah, there was no demands. Even the police are like, "What do they want?" Yeah, they were just throwing a bunch of buzzwords, and none of it made sense. But they didn't like the name change of the restaurant. It used to be Mister Something Burger, but now it's Mrs. Yeah. They're just holding up a restaurant because they don't like the name change. Change it back. If McDonald's became WickDonald's like in the anime, I wouldn't care. Yeah, I do remember. They didn't have the Wick sauce or something. So, yeah, he confronts them. So JJ, who picked up Winston's ID in the alley incident, arrives at Winston's home and meets him up with him with Wade, who resolves to help his father. Just then, the killer nuts arrive, kidnapping Wade and shooting JJ in the stomach. Winston arrives and heals JJ with his toxic blood. Later that day, he goes to a Killer Nuts concert and slaughters the band. I think they just do both. They're just good at both skill sets, or good at one of them. It seems like they're all right at killing, and they kind of suck as a band because nobody was really vibing with them. Yeah, I don't know either. To me, it just seems like it was very 2000s. The new metal style. Maybe. I mean, they don't hold up very well these days. So yeah, what do you guys think of that whole fight sequence where he kills all the band members? Well, yeah, but they do it in these over the top ways, like where he slices off the skull of the main clown guy. Too much. What about the chicken head guy who had a tiny baby head? Yeah, the shrunken head thing. I guess he also was a victim of the chemicals. I don't know. So, maybe there is. I'm not sure. So Winston and JJ raid Bob's compound to get Wade back, but are captured. Bob extracts Winston's blood to create a transformative elixir, hoping to get Winston's super strength and enormous penis without the other mutations. But he is. That's what it says in the wiki, yeah. Well, if you get a 2-in-1, that sounds pretty good. Oh, yeah. But he is too impatient and drinks the untested cocktail, transforming into a sentient hairy beast. Dad Barkabus arrives to collect his money, and Bob kills him and all his men. So I wonder why it made him look like a goat guy. It's just very weird. Oh, kind of, yeah. Krampus. Man, where are they making another Krampus too? Meanwhile, Winston and JJ escape and head to the shed where Wade is being kept. But the gunfight ensues. The shed is accidentally blown up. Bob emerges and engages an enraged Winston in combat. Winston wins, but before he can deliver a killing blow, he discovers that Fritz had helped Wade escape the shed before it was blown up. Wade pleads with Winston not to kill Bob, but Bob makes one final attack, and Winston and JJ kill him. Kissy arrives. Yeah, Kissy arrives, also mutated after drinking some of the elixir, and also attacks. But Winston manages to blow both of them up using gasoline from JJ's car. So a lot of fighting at the end, pretty much. Wow. Yeah, I thought so too. Not that great. Tracer, because he looks like Tracer. I want to be Tracer. Oh, I get it. Winston wakes up in the hospital where he is hailed as a hero and told that his mutation has been cured his brain disease. Bob's crimes have been exposed, and Wade, JJ, and Fritz are still alive, although the latter have been arrested. Winston is celebrated as the hero by the townsfolk and hugged by Wade, who has accepted him as his father. Aw, the end. He finally, in a post-credit scene, Kissy is revealed to be alive but horribly burned, while Winston teaches the audience how to make a best grilled cheese sandwich. Did you watch the grilled cheese one? You're like, I don't want to stick around for this movie. You're like, I don't want to stick around for this thing. What are you guys' final ratings for this movie? Yeah, I'm about a 6. Mm-hmm. Huh? Huh? So, how you guys feeling? You want to do the review of Neza? All right, let's do it. So let's move on to. We can mention it, but we're not gonna review it. But we can reference it in this review section. So let's get into our double feature for this week. Our spoiler-free review of Neza 2. Neza released January 29 of 2025. I'm assuming this is the Chinese release date. Starring Shishi Lu, directed by Yu Yang, not rated. Plot summary. After a great catastrophe, the souls of Neza and Ao Bing are saved, but their bodies face ruin. To give them new life, Tai Yi turns to a mystic seven-colored lotus in a daring bid to rebuild them and change their fate. What are you guys' overall thoughts without any spoilers? Y'all Nazar fans now? Oh, I watched them in order. It's in the name. They kick it up to 11 in the second one. The first one is very much like an origin story, but at least it's a story that we don't hear much about in America. We're not really familiar with Chinese mythology and stuff like that. You knew about him? Why? Is he like a villain in that or something? Oh, he's a person. Oh, okay. That's oh hell yeah. So so yeah, this is a pretty good movie. The animation was obviously phenomenally done, especially all the fight sequences. A lot of vivid colors, really really solid. Um, and there was some good comedy bits too. I didn't love all the comedy because I don't like when they do the gross out humor, but yeah, fart jokes, barf jokes, piss jokes. Oh yeah, the one he screams like a woman. Yeah, I don't think all the jokes translated very well, but too much. It was oversaturated. But all the characters in this movie were pretty interesting. Um, and yeah, it was just a fun story. Which one, the chubby one? What do you guys rate it out of 10? Yeah, that sounds pretty fair. I'll follow you guys on that. So let's look at some online ratings. The critics from Reddit score gave it a 60 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter 91. Audience in IMDb 8 out of 10, and Rotten Tomato audience 98 out of 100. So so the average of all these scores 84.25. So with that, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. So let's take an in-depth review of Neza 2. So after Neza and Albing are struck by godly lightning together, their bodies are destroyed. To prevent their souls from dying, Master Tai exhausts his seven-colored sacred lotus to regenerate their physical bodies, though they are still fragile. Albing's father, Ao Gong, the Dragon King of the East, Well, I'll try to do my best to give some context here. So, yeah, it is tight. Yeah. So, of who? Oh yeah, I think so. Mom. I'm sure it'll say when we get there. So, the Dragon King of the East, believing his son is dead, orders Master Shen to attack Chen Tang Pass, with the demons imprisoned under his palace and the other three dragons of the four seas. Ao Bing defends Chen Tang Pass, but his new body disintegrates due to the effort exerted. So, what do you guys think of the opening sequence where Ao Bing's dad tries to, what he assumes is save him, but really he's just fucking up the village? Cool. Guang, the dragon, Ao Guang, the Dragon King. Mm-hmm. It was cool to see his human form, though. Pretty badass. Uh, mm-hmm. It did kind of seem like that. Yeah, we saw them at the fight at the end, remember? Yeah, I guess they flipped. Sounds pretty badass. So Ao Guang makes a ceasefire deal. Ao Bing and Neza will share Neza's body for 7 days, complete 3 trials to become immortal, and win a potion that can restore the sacred lotus and create a new body for Ao Bing, upon which Ao Guang's forces will retreat. The trials are set by immortal Wei Lang, Wu Liang, leader of the Heavenly Chan sect. During the trials, candidates complete missions while supervised by Wu Liang's disciples. Sorry, these missions are normally performed by the sect's demon hunters. So, what do you guys think of Wu Liang, the tiny baby looking guy with the beard and giant head? I'm like, damn, they got Lexi in a movie. Oh yeah, I forgot Lexi was in that one. He's just been taking all these random movie roles. Uh, I I didn't love when Neza and Al Bing had to share Neza's body because oh really? Oh dang. And that's where the story ends. I did think it was funny every time he took over his buddy, though. The whole face changed. Now he's like a handsome little gentleman who is very disciplined. I wouldn't say so. What do you guys think about him getting lost in the palace, taking a piss? That one wasn't so bad, but there was more later on that I was like, okay, that's too gross. Yeah, he's a little baby. He's already super strong. He can already beat your favorite anime hero. Oh, really? That's awesome. That's that's cool to have like a sort of anti-hero as your main guy. So I also thought the sequence of him getting lost in the castle was interesting because that castle looks so empty almost, like there's nobody there. Yeah, just a giant empty palace. The whole city too, the Cloud City was interesting. I wish we could have spent more time there. So, yeah, back to the script. So Nazad takes sleeping pills to hide his demon nature during the trials, allowing Albing to fully control his body temporarily. Together, Nazar and Albing complete the first two trials, defeating the village of Marmot demons and a master who trains demons to prepare for the Xian trials, respectively. So, what do you guys think when they beat the little groundhogs? I did laugh when the little hamster screamed though. Yeah, he did the meme, and I was like, okay, that was pretty funny. No, it'd be worse. Thor. Mm-mm. I believe it. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so I thought they were pretty cool fight sequences where they were kind of fighting for control over the same body without meaning to, just because there was always some limitation, like Neza couldn't fall asleep or he didn't sleep for long enough. Yeah, till he got knocked down. The skinny weasel. I think that was something else because the rest of them were marmots. Yeah, they're like little. The rest of them are like marmots. They're like little groundhogs or beavers. They're really goofy looking. I mean, I just pulled up pictures of them, and they stand upright. They got their arms flapping over their tummies. Very silly looking little critters. Uh, but yeah, they're pretty cool fight sequences. It was a lot of fun. And then he fought the sensei in the waterfall who was standing on top of the sticks. Yeah. I know, it's so messed up. In the meantime, Ao Guang tasks Shen Gong Bao with guarding Chen Tang Pass. So, yeah, the Dragon King guards Shen, the shapeshifter, to guard the pass. Shen is temporarily reunited with his younger brother, Xiao Bao, then witnesses Neza's second trial, where Shen, who is Shen's dad, is violently captured by the Sex forces. He returns to tell Gong Bao of the Sex siege and plunder of their family's village before dying from his injuries. So Shen's brother died, y'all. R.I.P. the little shape-shifting leopard. Yeah, you don't remember? He succumbed to his wounds. He passed out, never came back the rest of the movie. No, yeah, his his whole family was wiped out in order to set him up. hmm So before Nazar sets off on his third trial, he is informed that Chen Tang Pass was destroyed. Enraged, Nazar completes the third trial without Ao Bing's help, defeating the stone monster, becoming an immortal, and obtaining the potion. While Tai Ye restores the secret lotus with the potion and regenerates Ao Bing's body, Neza joins Wu Lang's forces to trap the dragons in Wu Lang's giant cauldron, planning to forge the dragons and demons into elixir. However, the three dragons turn against the Dragon King by collaborating with Wu Liang to escape the cauldron. So, yeah, I thought it was really messed. It was really intense to see that Nazar's whole village was like completely obliterated. Like everybody was killed except his parents, although he thought his parents were killed too at the time. So all the characters we saw in the first movie where he was trying to build a relationship, gone, wiped out. So I thought I was like, dang, this movie is really dark. Yeah, like because it does have like a lot of humor and like action sequences where the stakes don't feel that high, but now all of a sudden it gets real. So yeah, even the little girl he was friends with and the bullies who came around to him, all wiped out. And yeah, it was framed to look like it was the work of the Dragon King. He went beast mode there. He locked in for the in his room. Did you guys see how skinny he is now for his new role? His new role in the movie where he plays Mike Kerr. He pissed it. He stopped. That's pretty gross. Oh, health reasons. Well, yeah, he is getting like 56 years old. It can't be healthy to keep up that physique forever. The Rock is no longer the Rock. Oh, he's the Pebble. It does seem like a chill hang. So, Li Jing and Lady Yin. That's the mom's name. Arrive at the cauldron unharmed, with Ao Bing and Tai Ye to explain the truth. They reveal that Wu Liang, Alexei, ordered the destruction of Chentang Pass, not the dragons. In a flashback, Shen deduced the Dragon King's betrayal and involvement in the massacre. The Chan sect wanted to frame Ao Guang, the Dragon King, for the attack to destroy the dragons and ensure the heavenly sect's domination. Neza's parents escaped the destruction as Shen took the last stand to defend the city. So it was a cover-up the whole time. That was quite the twist. I personally didn't see it coming. But I'm also not really familiar with this universe. Yeah, these characters. Yeah, keeping me on my toes. Maybe we'll get to play as Neza in one of these Black Myth games. Oh, I don't remember that. Was that in the game? I don't think so. Oh, okay. That sounds like an awesome fight. So the two, you gotta get it, man. You like Elden Ring? Just play Wukong. It does look very hard. I was watching a clip on TikTok where somebody was like trying not to hit. Like there's all these spiky things, and then he made it through this tunnel. There's this platform that caved in, and then he died because there were spikies. I was like, dang, that looks annoying. So the So the two parties battle until Wu Liang casts Neza's group into the cauldron. As the heat of the cauldron rises, the prisoners are transformed into elixirs, including Lady Yin. A grieving Neza absorbs the cauldron's samadhi fire, solidifying his new body, and thus is reborn. That was really sad when his mom died. I was like, damn. His mom died. It's true. But Neza's true form looks really badass, though. Yeah. Monkey? Monkey D? Alongside the dragons and demons, Neza and Ao Bing break the cauldron and force the heavenly armies to retreat. In the aftermath, Ao Guang leads the remaining dragons into hiding somewhere in the sea, with the exception of Ao Bing, who stays behind to help Neza expose Wu Liang's nature. So the end, y'all. They beat the villains in this one. That ending fight scene against the wood monster with all the branches was pretty cool, and the hundreds of armies. I was like, dang, that looks intense. Look at all that we can do with the colors and the HD and everything. I see what you're saying. Now with 300,000 new colors. Yeah, but it's a pretty good movie. Not much commentary because there's a lot of action, but it made me interested in Chinese mythology, so now I want to look into it more. So let's in a mid-credit scene, Wu Liang heads to a secret prison to negotiate the capture of Shen Gongbao and Shen's father, hoping to recruit them, only to be trapped after cursing a warden to sleep for mocking his injuries. Neza's older brothers are summoned to meet with Wu Liang, but cannot find him when they arrive. So this is interesting. I wonder if Neza is going to fight his own brothers in the next movie. Dove into the lore. So, what are you guys' final ratings for this movie? Yeah. It is, yeah, in a lot of ways. There's so many cool fights that we didn't really talk about because, I mean, I guess there's not much you can say about a fight. Yeah. Albing. Too fast. Too close. Too fast. Too furious. When's the new one coming out? We've been waiting forever. Yeah. I feel like it's been 3 years since the last one. I don't really know. Well, yeah, I think it was supposed to end there, and then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make more." So with that, let's. Huh? I was gonna say with that, let's move on to content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies y'all watched this week? Dexter. Oh, okay, okay. One of the main villains. That's pretty good. Call of the Night. I don't think I've heard that one. Oh yeah, it's purple here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I said I wanted to watch it, but then I didn't get around to it. Oh damn. Oh, it's on Hulu. Let's go. Womping. I still got to catch up on the new season. Oh yeah. Hmm. So it this actually happened then? Oh shit! All right. What was it called? Oh, unknown caller. Netflix. The high school catfish. Oh yeah, it's called the unknown number. The high school catfish. What did you watch, Javi? Really? The last rites. It's finally over. Decades of movie. Let's see. All conjuring. That's a lot of things to conjure. The Conjuring universe. So the actual Conjuring movies, there's four, but in the Conjuring universe, there's a lot more. Because we got Annabelle, the Nun. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies total in this universe. 6, 7, 9 movies total. A lot to keep on track of. Minus the daughter. Do you think they end it well then? Yeah, there's three of them. Three Annabelle movies. Oh, La Llorona's part of this universe too. An 8? Whoa, it's pretty high. Spoiler warning. What happens at the end of the Conjuring: The Last Rites? Huh. Did you watch anything else? Missing out. I watched Apocalypse Now, which is a movie about the Vietnam War. Yeah, it's about this guy, this uh, army captain who gets tasked with hunting down a lieutenant who's gone rogue, and he has to kill him. So he's just traveling all of Vietnam looking for him. So, yeah, during the war. So there's a lot of like fights in between and everything. I also watched All Hallows Eve because I've never seen it before. That's the movie. It's not a Terrifier movie, but it's one where art's in it, like one of the prequel movies. And it was pretty boring until we got to his part because this is like a lot of monsters thrown into the movie. Um, but it wasn't until Art's part at the last third of the movie where it became interesting. That's the only part that was like actually, yeah, actually good, actually intense. Because all the other monsters they had in it were kind of lame. They had like this alien who was just silly. Just, I don't know. It's really low budget, like these movies tend to be, but this one particularly so. It's Sergio Leone, so the guy who does the actual Terrifier movies, the director. This is one of his first movies. So, but yeah, that's because May got Shutter, so I've been trying to use it. Well, we got it. Yeah, she's been watching the Chucky series on it, like the TV series. I haven't really been using it too much besides because I just started using it, so I'm gonna see what else I can find on there. All right, so with that, let's roll the credits. Y'all got any recommendations for any media? Silk Sonic, the band. It is pretty good. It does look a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. Stale Night Ring. All right, so next week we got two options. We got Demon Slayer, which I'm already watching anyway, and we got the. I don't understand why. It's pretty good. And we got The Long Walk, which is the Stephen King movie. I'm voting for Demon Slayer. I don't know. It looks good. I have not seen that. I have not seen that. It's so good, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for visiting Sleeping Cinema. Until next time, bye.